So I'm sitting here on a hill, relaxing, recording this video, and it's a very nice tiny park. You can see downtown Calgary from here, and there's a tennis court. People are playing tennis, so you can hear them making some noise. Hi everyone, as you can tell, this video is a little bit different. I decided to use my iPad to record this outside. It's 5th of November 2016, Saturday. A gorgeous, beautiful day outside, and I just came here to exercise and decided to record the video. And it's a different setting this time because oftentimes I spend a lot of time removing background noise and creating a relatively silent environment, but life is not about silence sometimes. Life is full of interruptions, and life is full of people, and life is full of life. And you can hear life in this video. And I probably won't remove any background noise here. So what is this video about? Well, this video is about choices and consequences. So I will start by giving some relatively simple and seemingly unimportant examples, but I decided to come here to exercise today. It was a deliberate choice of mine. And first time in the morning I do usually is drinking water. Not a lot of people do that. Well, some people do that, but some people get up in the morning and they drink coffee, or they drink even alcohol, beer or something else. My choice is to drink water or mild tea. Another choice that I made today is to come here and record this video, and I've chosen this particular environment for a particular reason, and I have chosen to, for example, walk here, not to take a car, not to take a bus, not to even take my bike. Why? Because walking is good for me, and I spend a lot of time sitting down, so I thought I will come here and exercise. I have my water here, I have raspberries, I have chosen to eat something else, a bagel or, I don't know, pizza, but I have a protein shake, I have raspberries, and I'm not even that much into health, but I try to take care of myself, and that's a deliberate choice. I've mentioned that question before, how did I get here? Well, if you broaden this up, if you zoom out, like how did I get here in the park? Well, I walked, but here in Canada, I'm not from here originally. I came here last year. Last year I made a deliberate choice to change my life, to travel, and I decided to travel Europe. Firstly I went to Czech Republic, from there I went to Germany, from Germany I flew to Italy, and from Italy I came here to Calgary. I got my permanent residency just about a few months ago, and now I live here. That was a deliberate choice that I made. All of these things that I just mentioned are choices, and the consequences of previous choices. So choices, we have choices in life. Every decision that you make, consciously or unconsciously, impacts your life in the future. So my, for example, health choices today may not even be the best choices. Like I could have chosen eat something different or do something else, but I'm content with my choices, and that's what it matters, to make informed choices that you can live with and possibly plan, possibly having as rational as realistic perspective on life as you can have, and sometimes not to overthink life. Some of these choices don't matter as much, but other choices do matter. So where am I going with this? Like, okay, he has raspberries. What does it matter? Like, well, get to the point. So the point is, in some of my videos and articles, I use the phrase, you can do whatever you want in life, except choose the consequences of your actions. And some people get it, but a lot of people don't quite get it. They don't know what it actually means. Well, they maybe get it on an intellectual level, but emotionally or psycho-emotionally they are not quite connected to it. So everyone knows that, okay, you make a choice and it has consequences, and you can't change reality, and if you decide to eat unhealthy, at some point you will develop certain problems. So if you make mental choices that are not very healthy to you, you will have mental problems, and so on. So in a lot of my videos I describe reality. In my videos, in my articles, in my other things that I produce, in my conversations with people, I describe reality. And oftentimes I don't even prescribe anything, or I don't try to convince people necessarily. It's good if my arguments, if my experiences convince somebody to change their life, but that's not even my explicit or intended goal necessarily. So some people see me describing reality, or somebody else, it doesn't have to be me, but since I'm talking about myself, it's me in this case. So some people see me describing abuse, for example, child abuse, to be more specific, or just dysfunction in society. They see me describing this and they say, okay, so what do I do with it? Like, people look for simple solutions. People want for others to tell them what to do, in this case, for example, me or other people. They say, okay, this is how it is, so how do we fix it? And it's a valid choice, but to ask this question, it's a valid question, but oh, I see a dog. Dog is catching a ball. It's a very cute dog. So people ask for others to give them solutions, but it's not my responsibility, unless you're paying me for that, to give you solutions necessarily. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but it's not my responsibility. It's up to you to figure out how to live your life. It's up to you to educate yourself. And when people say, well, I watched your video or I saw your article, I read it, and I'm not convinced, well, okay. You can do whatever you want, except choose the consequences, and it's not up to me to educate you. So if you want to know more, you can educate yourself. It's not necessarily up to me to educate you. Others get quite insecure about other people having a different perspective or a different experience or a more realistic view of the world. So when they see me describing reality more properly, or me being maybe wiser than them, they get insecure and they want to fight. And sometimes they fight by saying, I don't agree with you, and it's fine, you don't have to agree with me. It's not that you're doing me a favor when you watch my video or read my article. I'm actually doing you a favor by sharing my experiences and my knowledge with you. So there's a person here playing with a dog. It's a very cute dog. So it's not up to me to convince you, and it's not my responsibility to change your life. If you want to change your life, you can change your life. Again, choices. You can do whatever you want. So when I say that that's how reality is, and if you want to, you can do this to improve it. And for example, if you abuse children, these children will grow up abused and they will have problems. And if you make choices that are not healthy, and you get insecure when I bring this up, I'm not even talking about you necessarily, but some people take it personally and think that I'm talking about them necessarily, and they are perceiving that as me telling them what to do. I tend to avoid telling people what they should do. Even with my clients, I tend not to tell people what to do. It's their choice. I can offer different perspectives, I can offer different options, or I help people see different perspectives, different options that they maybe didn't see before, but I don't tell people what to do. So when you see my video, or when you watch, or when you read my article, and if you perceive that as me telling you what to do, that's not what it is. And again, it's not my responsibility to tell you what to do, and you can again do whatever you want except choose the consequences. You can continue living the life that you're living, but then you will have the life that you will have, and that's fine if you're fine with it. That's why society is as it is, and it will be as it will be, and your life will be as it will be, and my life will be as my life will be. I'm making my own choices. Usually these choices are very different than most people's, and I'm okay with that. And if you're okay with your choices, then that's what it matters. So this video is about choices and consequences, and you can do whatever you want except choose the consequences. So choose wisely, and one day we will die.